Hi friends, it's Katie from I Like to Cut and Paste, and I am here because I don't know if you've heard the news, but I am a guest designer person on Creating with Jovi's design team. Yay, I'm very excited about that. Thank you, Jovi. I will have her information below because we are doing 14 days of Valentine's Day cards. And so you'll see the link below for everybody who's participating in this. I've got ribbons and embossing powder, die cuts, gems, all sorts of fun stuff. And we're gonna see. Plus, the most important part is Jovi's beautiful collections. So, first, for my card today, I am going to use this page. This is from her Victorian Valentine's collection. And I'll have her Etsy store linked below. So what I did is I cut this part out. Ta-da! And this is going to be my card. So I kind of met them and creased them in half. And so I am going to, for the next part, so I cut it. And I have mulberry paper. So if you've not ever seen mulberry paper, it has like fibers kind of made into it. And it comes in all sorts of different colors. And it's cool. It's cool. You can treat it like regular paper. You can die cut it. You can tear it. You can do all sorts of stuff. Today, we're going to glue it in. You can see I was practicing. I've not done this part before like this. This is just not to get glue everywhere. I'm going to take a glue stick and we're going to glue the inside so that the card looks good. For the most part, I like how this card is. We are going to gold emboss the outside, but I wanted the inside part, at least this pink part, done so that if it gets, so I can do both sides, I think, to gold emboss. I think that would be really cool. So this doesn't, so I printed it at normal size. This is what, if you just print the normal paper, because with the PDFs, you can kind of do 2 by 2 and change the size, but you have to play with it and look at the, make sure you know what you're printing. Yeah. Take that from me. I do know that you need to be paying attention because I think I'm like, okay, I have what I need, and then it's not quite what I thought when the paper comes out. Sometimes kind of silly, friends. All right, so I hope you guys are excited about Valentine's Day. I am. I think it's something nice, kind of Christmas, and you can kind of sell down in January and it gives you something to look forward to for February. So we're going to smooth that out, and I'm choosing which scissors. I think I'll take these scissors, and then I'm just going to trim along the bottom. Like I said, you can tear this, you can die cut it, you can stamp on it. I've seen people stamp on it. I don't believe I'm stamping on it today. I'm not actually. I am going to, I'm hoping this glue works. If it doesn't, then I will collage it on here. I think I have to collage it. You know when you want something easy? Let's see. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Sometimes we learn together what can happen. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get something. Hold on just a moment. Okay, I'm going to use matte gel medium. I always say medium. Yeah, it says acrylic medium. And we're going to go, let's see. Oh, sure. Stick where you want to stick. That's fine. That's fine. This you can use this for gel prints. I think that's why I bought it. But I haven't done a lot of gel printing lately. I don't know why. Just other things, I guess. All right. That's gonna bend. Oh, look at me. Get it all over the place. Now what had happened was I ran out of Mod Podge, but I've since bought some Mod Podge, but oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so next, I'm going to put some gold embossing powder. That's one of my things for 2026 is to use more embossing powder. So I thought, let's start now. All right. So I'm going to put gold embossing powder. I think I'm going to do it on both sides because that's it's pretty. They're both pretty. So I will, what am I going to use? I think I'm going to use, where is it at? I'm going to use a pad because I think that's going to give me, I don't want it to be perfect. So I'm going to put it around. Okay, so I have two kinds of embossing and they look the same. This is a la mode. This is probably by Hampton Art. If you have this, it's probably, you've had it for a while like me. But it actually is dark, and then Rangers is a nice gold. And they look kind of the same. There's a little bit of a difference, but I'm going to use this. If you have the other, it's totally fine. It's just, believe it or not, it's darker. And I used to see people who would emboss, and it just seemed like they had this bright gold. And that's when I realized. So I'm just going to go, actually, I like to use this part of it. Oh, yeah, so you can see it. And I did not use a static thing on this, but because I'm not doing something fine detail, I think in this instance it's going to be okay. I would be okay if it's kind of irregular. You know, like I don't need it to be perfect. There we go. We can kind of see it because of the kind of embossing ink it is. This is Versamark Dazzle. All right, so then I'm just, am I in the frame? And it'll blow off. You know what? Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if a little bit can't, you know, give it just a little bit of I don't know, an organic look maybe. But I'm going to clear off that heart because I see it's on the heart and I don't want that. All right. So these would be normally 2 cards together. You know, I probably didn't make that clear. I know in my head I've been excited and these are generally a little bit more junk journal style things like that, but you don't, that's not just what you can use them for. Like this set also comes with some great like sentiments, you and me, and so if you had this set, you might cut it down the middle and you have 2 cards, or and you can make it a pocket and all these things. So what I did is I just left them and just cut the block. All right, let's see if I made a mess. I did not. Okay, so I'm going to go heat emboss this. You know what? I did want to clean it up. So sometimes I would just take like a paintbrush and clean it up. But I think, oh, it was here. Yeah. I just kind of want my heart to be not, yeah, I don't want that either. Yeah, the rest is good. Okay. I'm going to go heat emboss this. I don't have power here. I have it over there. So I will be right back. Okay. Oh, so pretty. You could also use like a gold paint maybe, or like a lunar paste if you just kind of smoothed it out. But I really like the embossing. Ooh, and like I said, this is kind of a brighter. The other will be a little bit darker. All right, so pretty so far. So the inside, I die cut. Let me see. I believe this is a Simon Says stamp. It is. This is the one. I think. So this says Heart of Roses. And this is 2015. I don't know if they still have it. You know, I didn't check. But you can always see. Or something similar. So I decided I was going to put this on the inside. And we're going to use our friend Glossy Accents. Hey, Glossy. And so this paper is actually old Stampin' Up paper. It's called like Dazzle. And you see it's kind of sparkly. I couldn't find, I was going to use a pink, I was going to use a pink glitter, but I couldn't find any. So I thought that this would be kind of fun. It's kind of different. And I had gotten this from a friend of mine. And it's funny what you think, oh, I won't use that. And I die cut it, and I was like, I fell in love with it. I'm like, this is so pretty. It's intricate. I had to pop out, like, because this is a little bit thicker paper, like a glitter kind of weight to it. And I was like, this is really pretty. And I think this is fun. Like I said, it's a little different. So, all right. So we're going to put that here. All right. And then I'm going to cut a square here because I like to do writing. So let me go do that. Okay. So here's my square. I'm also just going to use Glossy Accents. And I just kind of trimmed it. Thankfully, this was a small scrap that I had. And so I just kind of, I didn't measure, my friends. And like I said, this, let's see. So we get it. And I'm not going to stamp because I like to write like Happy Valentine's Day or whatever. So let me show you the size of this card because it's not... So it's like just about 4 3/4. There we go. And then about 3.5. So 4.75 by 3.5. So I would need to make an envelope for it. I don't think I have an envelope that's that size. And I have one of those envelope punch boards. But what I also have are these size, those coin envelopes. I guess, I don't know if they're coin envelopes. They're these envelopes you get from the Dollar Tree. So, and it fits. So if you knew you were going to give it to somebody, right? Well, I'm not done. All right, so I did this. I have this heart stamp from Tailored Expressions. And then this stamp is from... is a block stamp. I probably Stampability, so it probably came from Hobby Lobby. So I stamped and I embossed this in a red color. It was this you want it says CK, okay, that's old too. But this red color. And then I stamped these hearts in a pink color. And that was Stampendous. And this color is blushing pink. So I like pink color. And I'm not done. So this is, I'm telling myself that, y'all. Heirloom Little Ones. Also from Jovi's, from Jovi's shop, from one of her collection. And these little girls, there's little girls and little boys, so cute. And you could put, here's another one, and these are printed right at the normal size. You can, I think I liked her on either one. Yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna glue her here. Actually, hold on a second. All right, let's do this. Let's take some sponge sugar and I got a new dauber because sponge sugar is pretty light. Let's just ink around her. Let's just not start. And then I see those little white stockings and I think, oh, I had those too. And they would slip. And then it was all this extra stocking around my legs. Oh, don't miss those. All right. So, all right, my friend. So we're gonna glue her. Alright, I'll put her in the middle. So we have our envelope and we have our cute card, right? And that, my friends, is the first card for me. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I think I need to. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you do it live. It's like, oh, hold on. I think I need to gold emboss that. Okay, yeah, that looks so much better. Why don't you guys say something? All right, and then I did on the back side too, because and then it still opens and closed because I did this half and then I did that half. So there's our card. Here's a cute little envelope. And thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure you check out Jovi and make sure you check out the rest of our friends who are making Valentine's Day cards. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.